Hello there, everybody, and today I'm going to be talking about the final episode of Obi Wan Finale. So I gotta say, I really like this episode, of course. So it's basically those rebels Obi Wan teams up with last episode. Obi Wan basically has to say his goodbyes because he feels the Empire is just after him, and he feels he's endangering Leia and all the people. And he says they are the future. And he says Leia's the future. That was a nice line. And Obi-Wan then takes like a sort of like escape pod ship and then drifts off as the ship then flees away. And Vader is ready for him. And the Grand Inquisitor is there. And Grand Inquisitor is just like, oh, should we go after them? And then Vader's just like, no, I'm after Kenobi. And then he leaves in an Imperial shuttle, and then the two face off on a rock planet. And it's very chilling to watch because like when I saw it, I just knew it was gonna be super epic. Obi-Wan turns on his blue lightsaber and does his little stance we see in the movies and shows, and and Vader. I just like how they're like farther apart from each other as they leave their shuttles, and then big awesome duel happens. Like Obi-Wan and Vader are just swinging their lightsabers like crazy at each other, and then Vader then stomps on the Obi-Wan, and then Obi-Wan uses like the rocks to like escape when he gets crushed to death, and Vader is like thinking he's defeated Obi-Wan, but nope. Obi-Wan then runs up at Vader and slashes his helmet, and we get a powerful scene. And it shows the parallels to New Hope because Obi-Wan feels Anakin is gone. Vader's just no longer his friend. He just doesn't feel anything towards Vader anymore because he feels Anakin's gone, and Vader just like, Anakin is gone. You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. I did. And Anakin is basically just, it's like Vader is pretending to be a different person, just like in the original movies. He's saying, I killed Anakin, even though Anakin and Vader are the same person. And and some people, of course, some angry people were just saying, oh, Vader is just, like, in his helmet slashed is basically like Star Wars Rebels. Nah, I like the connection. Like, I like how Ahsoka and Vader now know the full truth about Anakin now, since they found out the truth. That's what I like. I like the parallels. Similar in some way, but not entirely. And, just seeing Obi-Wan say sorry is it's heartbreaking to watch. Obi-Wan say goodbye to Anakin. And, it's nice seeing Hayden Christensen. Like, we see what he looks like through the helmet. I know we did, like, earlier in the episodes, but it wasn't really much. And, Obi-Wan then leaves the rock planet. And meanwhile, Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. We see Aunt Beru, thank goodness. Yeah, I was wondering if we were going to see her or not. And, they're planning to protect Luke because Reva's after them. How did Reva survive? I don't know. That was my only issue with this episode. Like, they didn't really explain how Reva survived her stab wound. But, I kind of just accepted it. Like, a lot of hatred can help her live. Like, how did Darth Maul survive getting slashed by Obi-Wan? I don't know. Hatred, I guess. So, And Reva, we see more character to Reva. We see more human to her. Like, she's literally hesitant. She wants to take all her anger out. What Anakin did, and now she's going to take it out at Luke for some reason. And she's hesitant to kill Luke, but because he's in New Hope, she lets him live, and then carries an unconscious Luke, and then breaks down crying. Yeah, it shows that she's devastated by this, and herself, and then she quits being an Inquisitor as Obi-Wan has a talk with her, and we don't even know what happens to Reva after that. Could we see her again? Maybe, I don't know. If they do, it's season 2. And, and, yeah, Obi-Wan makes his last stop to see Leia once more. And it was a nice scene, of course. It was nice. And then, yeah, Obi-Wan is back on Tatooine, and he goes full on his Jedi robes. That was nice, a nice touch. And, yeah, I wish we could have seen him, like, move into the hut we see him live in New Hope. But, maybe if they do a season 2, I don't know. And, yeah, I like the scene where Obi-Wan then goes, "Hello there." He finally says it. He first didn't say it in earlier episodes, but, yeah. And, yeah, he finally gets to meet Luke, and he gives him the little Skyhopper toy, and that Luke uses in New Hope. And some people are saying this is retconning New Hope. It ain't. It's just, they did some things differently, but it's not ruining the canon at all, really. You just need to let the show flow. If you don't like this show, that's fine. If you love this show, hey, that's also fine. But, yeah. I really look forward if we do get more. I really like this show. Now, this wasn't my favorite Star Wars show. I really did like it. I thought it was better than the Book of Boba Fett. Not that I didn't hate that show either. I liked that show too. But, yeah, this show, I was super excited for it, and it came and went. It's crazy. So, I'd probably rate this episode a 9 out of 10. I mean, I had some nitpicks here and there, but, like, I'd say this is a fair review. So, please, tell me what you think of Obi-Wan Episode 6. And maybe I'll do a full series review, just talk about the show in general. So, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you always.